Okay, so to create an RSS feed driven campaign, you're going to need two things. You need your blog and you need Mailchimp. So I'm going to go ahead and open Mailchimp, and then I'm going to sign in. I'm going to go up here and click login, and then I'm going to stay logged in, so I'm going to log in here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to create a campaign. So a campaign is an email. So you can send one email, you can send an RSS feed email, which means it's going to send a new email based on your blog posts. And then you can also do automated posts, which is like this one. So for example, I have automated posts that send an email to people who I have birthdays for, and it automatically sends one that says, "Happy birthday from Cheryl's Mexican Adventure. Thinking about you and praying for you today." So I kind of update that one once a year or so if I remember, so that people aren't getting the exact same email every single year. But that's what it is considered an automation email. You can also set up, like if somebody signs up for your mailing list, which you can add a form to your blog for that, then this automatically sends them an email that says, "Hey, welcome to our mailing list. Thanks so much for signing up." So I have a couple of those for different mailing lists and stuff. But we're going to do a campaign today. So when you first sign into Mailchimp, you're going to see your dashboard here. And then you'll see campaigns, templates, lists, reports, and automation. So if you haven't done this already, you want to do a list. So you're going to go click on list, and you're going to create a list right here. You can see I have 3 different lists. I have one for my oil business. I have one for preschool resources, and then I have one, which is my main one, for missionaries. So this is really cool to create a list. Then you just go in here and you type in whatever your name and your, default from this at thisplace.com. And then here, it's gonna, here, it's from this person, blah, 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 blah. You're going to ask them, you're going to tell them you signed up, dummy. And then you can receive notifications to your email address if people do sign up for that, but you don't have to do that. You want to make sure that this information is correct. If not, then you can edit it. For example, I think I have for my oils, my actual mailing address, instead of saying Cheryl's Mexican Adventure, says the Oily Plunge, and then like Cheryl Brusher or whatever, so that if I do get mail for some reason there, then it would still go to me. So then you click save here. Don't worry, I'm going to delete all of this. You can import subscribers. You can set up a new sign-up form that you can add to like your about page if you want to. And then you can also like actually go in individually and add subscribers. So if you do that, you would go in here and you would put in an email address and then put in all this information. Wow, it might help if I spell my last name right. And then, yes, this person gave me permission to add them to the list. This is super important because if you are manually entering that in, they don't have the option to opt in, which means that they don't have, they haven't said, yes, I choose to be on this mailing list, and that technically is against the law. So, and then if you already have this person, you're just updating their profile, then you can click that. But we're going to click subscribe, and that's one way you can do one at a time. If you have a larger like email list, then I would suggest going in and doing import subscribers. And what you're going to do is you can copy and paste from a file. You can do a comma separated value file. This is really easy to do from Excel. You just save your Excel spreadsheet. You put everybody's name, like first name in one column, second last name in another column, their email address in another column, blah, blah, blah. And then you save it as a CSV or comma separated valued file. And that's one of the options when you're saving something from Excel. Or you can choose copy and paste from a file and just you would copy all of the information from that Excel spreadsheet. And so once you do that, then you click next, and then it's going to have you post that information here. Obviously, I don't know why that posted there. So it'll automatically post all the information. So here you can see that it wants email address and then first name, last name on there. And then you click this because after a certain number of people, you then need to pay. But I think you get like 2,000 emails a month or whatever. So, I mean, it's like ridiculous. It's, yeah, super awesome. You will never go over that. So anyways, that's how you set that up, and you click next, and then it'll check all the emails, and it'll pull off any that bounce. It'll pull off any that are spelled incorrectly, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm going to go back all the way back kind of to the beginning. And we're going to go to create a campaign. So once you've made your list, which is your the email addresses for your supporters, then you're going to go to create a campaign, and that's found right here on your dashboard. Create a campaign. You can also click on campaigns, and it'll show at the top, it'll show you this exact thing as well. So we're going to click on create a campaign. Now you have a couple of options. The first one is a regular campaign. So the first one is just a regular email address or a regular email, but it looks really fancy. So it looks really like legit, and they've got all kinds of templates and stuff that you can use, so you don't have to worry about that. A plain text is just the one that has regular like writing and stuff. Now with the regular campaign, you get the HTML, which is the fun, like super cute email, but then also it has a plain text. So if somebody has chosen not to receive an HTML fancy schmancy email, then they'll get just a regular version of that. And then the plain text is just the regular version, like the plain just text. A/B testing, I think, is only available to pro users, although it could be to free accounts. I'm not sure. But this one basically is you're going to send out two emails, or you're going to send out the same email, but at two different times. So you're sending out the same email, but you're going to change the subject line, or you're going to change the layout of your email, and you're going to see which one does better. Yeah, you're going to choose that if you want to test, but most of the time we don't need that. I typically use regular campaigns if I'm doing like an ask or a newsletter or end of the year or something like that. I'll do that. And then this one is what I use for my blogs. And once you set it up, it automatically does it for you, and you don't have to worry about anything else other than just writing on your blog. So we're going to choose the RSS driven campaign, and RSS, I believe, stands for like really simply syndicated or something like that. It's like, yeah, really funny. But RSS driven, that's like a blog is what it's called. So you're going to click on that, and then you're going to click on the RSS feed URL. Now, it used to, I don't think it's going to do it anymore. I'm going to go over here to my website. Now, this is my website, but this is actually my ministry blog right here, things I'm learning. And then you can see I have several different categories and stuff here. But this is my actual, blog post. Now I have this as another blog, and then this page is another blog for various things. But this is my ministry blog right here. And you can see I've just recently posted one about the essential oils, but then I have stories like 60th birthday for my dad, and then my story about God giving me a Fitbit and all that good stuff. Now, it used to that you could click on this link and then you would copy this page and then you could type in, or you could paste that in here. But right now, what I'm finding is that has changed. So we'll come back to this in just a second, like how do you find out where your RSS feed is? Here you can choose, do I want to send it every single day? Do I want to send it every week? Do I want to send it every month? So for my ministry blog, I send it every week. So every single week on the same day, on the same time, if something new has been posted in that week, then a new email is generated. For my essential oils and for my school resources, I do once a month. So I typically don't put as much content on that, on those two. So I just do it once a month, and it literally only does like, it only sends that email if something new has been posted to that RSS feed. So I suggest once a week, but you can do every month. It doesn't matter, or you can do every day. I choose every week. I also choose Wednesdays. I found that with my kind of audience that Wednesday totally works. And because I have people on the East Coast and I have people in Central time zone, I have people here in Pacific, I found that 9 or 10 o'clock is a really good time because that's still somewhat in the morning for people who are on the East Coast, and people tend to check their emails in the morning when they first get to work, and then they check it at lunchtime, and then they check it again right before they leave. And most of the time what I have is their personal email address, not their work email. So I choose 10 o'clock, sometimes 9 o'clock, depending on what it is. And then, but that's just my audience because I know that that's kind of where my audience is. So like I said, you used to be able to just post your blog website link on here, and then you click next. Now this, if it did what it did before, it's going to tell me, hey, that's not a valid RSS feed. Okay, awesome. So what I need to do is find what my RSS feed is. So on mine, I've added down here at the bottom, I've actually added an RSS feed link. This means that somebody can click on this link and then it can be added to their list of blogs that they'll automatically get notification for. Not a lot of people use this anymore, I've found. So, but for me, I can click on this, and if you want to, you can add this, publish your site, then click on this just to find what your RSS feed is. That totally works too. So I click here, and then I'm going to cancel this because I don't actually want to do that, and then I don't want to actually do that either. So what I'm going to take up here is not the feed part, but I'm only going to click and select the www part. So yours is probably going to say, I forget what your thing is, like isaacandраel.weebly.com /1/feed or whatever. So, but the important thing is that it's going to have a number and then it's going to have feed on it. Now I have like 6 or 7 different blogs, blog pages. Some of them are hidden. Some of them are non-existent anymore. And every time you add a blog page to your website, it creates a new blog feed. So that's why, like, if your number may not be 1, it could be, 6 if you kind of went back and forth and added a bunch of things. But this is what you're going to choose. So you're going to copy that, and then I'm going to go back over here to Mailchimp, and I'm going to put that information in. And then we're going to click next and hold our fingers, and hopefully that is going to send us over here. Now you can see, you're going to say, which list do you want to send it to? So do you want to send it to the one that I just created? Do you want to send it to the Oily Plunge, which is my oils, preschool resources, or our main list here, my ministry list? So I'm going to do my ministry list, and then you can do the entire list. You can do a segmented or a group of that, or you can post emails in and just kind of create like a segmented list there. We're going to send it to the entire list because that's just the easiest. So we're going to click on next. And then comes the fun part, because we're going to add our name. So you can put on here newsletters, or you can put on here new blogs, which I have mine is called new blogs, but this is literally just what you see. So it's not what something like that the recipient is going to see. They're not going to see this right here. The default setting for the email subject is going to be this right here. And this is going to auto-populate to say whatever your blog title is. So for example, if I were still using this would say when it actually auto-populates and it actually goes into somebody's email address, it's going to say posts from Cheryl's Mexican Adventure, things I'm learning for, and then the date. So whatever that date is. And then you can click on here. You can change this to say whatever you want it to say. It can be from whoever. So you could put Isaac and Rael, or you can put whatever. And then email addresses, you can change this as well. So this can be whatever email address you want it to be. I like to do personalize, because then when it says to such and such, if you put that field in there, then it's going to auto-populate. So it's going to look like it's being very personal, even though it's a giant email to, a ton of different people. So I think that's super fun. And then, so you just have to add this little tag, and then it's going to auto-populate their first name. Like this one says first name. And you can do last name as well. And then it'll say Bob Smith instead of his email address. So I kind of like that. And then you have all of this tracking stuff. If you don't really know anything about that, you don't have to worry about that. Then you can also auto post to social media stuff. So I like to auto post to Facebook. And then I like to auto post to my fan page and to my profile. So you can do 2 if you want to, and then change this stuff here. And this is what it's going to look like. So it's going to say posts from Cheryl's Mexican Adventure, things I'm learning for the 8/21/2015. That's what it will look like. So this information right here auto-populated from this section right here. That's the blog title. And then this right here is the date that said right here. And then authenticate, you can auto convert video, which means that it's going to embed the video, and it's going to automatically do that. So you don't have to worry about doing anything with that. I know that's kind of a little confusing, but this is good if you have videos on your thing, but you don't have to worry about that. Anyway, so next, and then you're going to go and you're going to actually create what your image is going to look like, your email is going to look like. So you can do basic. So this is all stuff that you create from scratch, but it already has like columns in it. It already has spaces for pictures and things like that. Or if you don't want to do that, then you can go to themes, and they already have things already like designed for you, and all you have to do is replace the images with your own. So you can go in here and choose a something that looks really cool, or you can choose something that kind of somewhat matches your website or whatever. If you want to do it by yourself, you can totally do it by yourself. You just go back to the templates up here, or the basic right there. But like I said, you can choose one of these that's already here. For example, you could choose this one, and this is what it's going to look like. You just replace this top picture as it loads here. You replace this top picture. You replace this information, you replace this information, these pictures, and then you're done. I think I probably did something similar to this. You can save your templates, and this is what all of my templates look like. Wow, some of those don't exist anymore. But you can see this is what I did for my Young Living one. And this is what it looks like. So it's got a picture up here. It's got a title. It's got a little bit of text. It has the website cover photo on it, and then it's got some more information here. So you can do that one, or you could do something similar to that. But anyways, whatever you choose then is what you're going to use. So then you're going to go here. So let's actually just go pick one of these themes. Let's just pick this one. Okay, so what you're going to do is, excuse me, it's drag and drop stuff. So again, here you're going to edit this picture. So this is the edit button right here. So we're going to replace that picture. So I can choose from pictures I've already uploaded, or I can upload one from my computer. And we're going to put this one in there. I'm not sure exactly what this one is, but we'll just stick it in there. Oh, it's a usage card for grapefruit. So it's going to be a picture of grapefruit, and it's going to be different uses that for grapefruit, how you can use the essential oil grapefruit. And you wait till it uploads, and then it's going to replace it. Now it might say, oh, this picture is too big or too small. Then you can edit that by clicking this, and then you can resize it, you can crop it, you can add all of these fun things to it, and there's even more. So that's something really simple that you can do. And then you click save if you do change anything. I'm not going to change anything. Here you can change this text right here. So I'm going to change the text to grapefruit is an awesome oil. And then you click save and close. So that's going to save and close this area over here. Up here is a text box. So you want to change that. So you don't want to use this area for a short preview. You want to change that to check out the latest info from our blog. So that there's something up there for people to read, as opposed to use this text, whatever. This is going to be your kind of header. So I always put on here, hey, custom stories. And then we're going to say we'll say things I'm learning by, and I'll click Cheryl Brasher. Wow, I can't spell my last name today. Here you can change the font. You can change it to whatever, one of these is. Then you can change the size here. You can change the color. You can change add a highlight to it. You can do bold, italic, underline. You can add a link to it. And then you type in the link here. You can center that or whatever. And then merge tags, which is what you use to actually insert your blog stuff. So I like that. So we're going to click on save. And then this little section right here is actually what I would use for a merge tag. So merge tags are the funky looking things that are for the RSS information. So you can click on that. There's other ones. I think there is a list somewhere of merge tags. Maybe it's down here at the bottom. Content, no. So open the cheat sheet. That's going to show you what all of the blogs and stuff are, all of the merge tags are. So you're going to want to go down and find all the ones that say RSS. And then once you find those, so these are the ones that say first name, last name, email, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to kind of scroll through this really fast. It's going to be a little blurry. Sorry. You're going to scroll down and you're going to find all the ones that say RSS. And once you find those, then you're going to kind of look through those and figure out what you want as part of your email address. It's going to auto-populate that information. Okay, why did I not find that? Oh, merge for RSS. Okay, so pre-formatted and then merge tags for RSS feed. So what you can do is the RSS title. So this is going to be the title of your blog. This is going to be the date, which we already have those. This will be the link, the description. You already have all of that stuff, so you don't need any of that. But what I like to do is I like to have I think I used RSS item content, and then you can like copy and paste this in there, and you can always go here and you paste it, and then let's choose another one. Wow. Sorry, I know this is like super fast. Close your eyes. Let's go with pretty sure I've done maybe this one. We'll see what these two do. Okay, so we're going to save and close, and then we're going to preview and test. So we're going to actually enter preview mode, and what should happen is that this will automatically populate what my blog is. So this was the last blog that I actually wrote. Now it's not actually showing up with the title and everything, so I don't like that. So I want to actually go and change that. So here, let's actually delete that, and then let's save and close and preview that and see what that does. Okay, so items, it doesn't actually do anything, which is very sad. So we're going to close that. We'll click on this box again and delete that. Now, some of the things that I've used, okay, let me do this. So we're going to add all of those little things here, and once you're done, you've changed all of these, this whole thing looks the way that you want it to, then you're going to click next, and then it's going to give you a bunch of different options. One thing that you need to do is go here and do the plain text email. So all you do is edit, and then you click regenerate from HTML. And then it's going to copy anything that you've changed over automatically. And then social cards, you don't have to do that. But if you want to, you can do social cards. Anyways, once you're done, you click Start RSS. And then it's going to say, wait, do you really want to do this? And you start that campaign. Okay. Yay. And you're all done, and you get the really fun Rock On by the monkey. So then you can go to campaigns, and then you can see this is the one I just did. I'm actually going to delete that one because it's a duplicate. So to delete something, you click on the little box, and then you click delete, and then it's going to say, oh no, it can't be deleted because it's active. So I'm going to pause and edit. So I'm going to pause it, and then I'm going to save and exit. I'm going to go to the dashboard, and then campaigns. I could have gone to campaigns there. Now you can see that this is paused. So now I can actually delete this. Click delete, and it's going to say, oh no, type delete to confirm that you want to delete this. Yes, I do. Okay, so what I can do now though is I can show you kind of what mine were. And what I'll do is I'll actually replicate this one. This is the one that I use right now. We'll go to next, and I'm actually going to take you all the way to the design portion of that, hopefully, so that you could see the different things that I use. So I've got the RSS feed title here, and then I have RSS posts here, and then it says recent musings, and then I have RSS recent. So these are the most recent ones. So this is the newest one that's been posted since the last email. And then this has just a list. So we'll go over here and we'll preview that. And it's going to auto-populate that. So you can see right here, there's my blog title. And then this is the most recent email address or email blog posts that I've posted since the last time that an email was sent are these two. And then this is my recent ones, and it gives you a list of the last, I think, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the last 6 email, or those last 6 blogs but before these two that were posted. So the last email that I sent out had this one right here on that email, if that makes sense. So next week, next Wednesday, this email will go out to all of my friends and supporters. And you'll have the back to school essentials, take the oily plunge, and then you'll have the happy 60th birthday dad. And then maybe they missed one of these, and then they can go back through and read these. Oh, it is 5 because this is one giant title. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the last 5. And then I added information and stuff down here, and I have a donate button on mine twice. And then I have information, monthly gift, a special gift. And then I have all of the connect with me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, website, blah, blah, blah. Social media links. And then I have share and tweet and forward this as well. So if people want to do that. And then this auto-populates as well from your information down there. So hopefully that helps you kind of understand how to do an RSS feed because I think it's really easy. I mean, it's a little bit difficult sometimes to create the campaign or the email, but once you do, it automatically sends it every single time. So look, I can see right here, this is my blog one, and I can sit right here and I can click on sent campaigns, and you can see that I sent one on the 19th, I sent one on the 12th, the 22nd, the 10th, the 3rd, May 20th, the 6th, the 11th, like all the way back. And that was literally because I had a new blog here. I posted a new blog every week. So that got auto populated. You can see I missed a week here. And then you can see I missed a whole month here where I didn't post anything. Missed another week here. And then I've been somewhat consistent once a week since then. But I just know that mine are going out. Mine actually go out at 9. This blog, ministry blog, goes out at 9 every morning. So you can see that I just know in my head, oh, I need to get this out because a new email is going to go out, and I want to make sure that people are still connecting and seeing my emails. You can see that I've had like some subscribers and stuff have added. Like you can see here, I added a subscriber. You can see here that somebody either deleted or they changed their email address, or they it came back, it bounced back, it auto populates that or auto deletes that. Here you can see how many times it was opened, and you can see how many times a link was clicked on that. So you can see this one was actually a better open versus click. This one was better open, but I only had 2 clicks on links and stuff there. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. You can go back and see, okay, why did somebody really like this email, as opposed to, you know, this one or whatever. So it's really fun to kind of play around with, but I highly recommend doing the RSS feed campaign because, like I said, once you set it up, it automatically does it. So every time I post a new blog post on my email address, on my blog, it automatically sends out an email to everybody. And then we'll get this open and I'll show you what the actual email looks like. I highly recommend that you subscribe to your own email lists because then you can see what people are seeing when your post goes out. So we will see, let's see, I don't know that I'm actually subscribed to my regular list, but I am subscribed to the school resources one. So let's see if we can find that. So here is my thank you for my preschool resources. Once my email actually works, you can see this is what I got this week because I send this out on the 15th of every month. This is the one I do once a month. So you can see I have, hey, thanks. Each month you'll receive an email. And then it'll have all the ones that have come in the last month. So I only did one this month. That was it. I don't think I've done one in the last several months on here. So I just made this one really fast. But you can see this one was the last one, which was in March. And then one in, that was April, and then that was March. And then this was something else. I don't remember what I did there. But we will see. You get an email when your stuff goes out, so you can see that you have this one is the Midnight Musing, so this is the one that goes out weekly. This one is the one that goes out by for birthdays, because you can see one went out that day. This one, oh, no, let's see if I can find one that has the actual, this one. So this one was a happy birthday thing. I think this one maybe has, no, it's an HTML, not an HTML one. So anyways, that is RSS feed. Sorry, this is such a long, sure that you could get to everything that you needed. And you can pause and go back and copy those ones, specifically the RSS feed merge tags. The merge tag means that it's going to auto-populate that information. So you don't even have to do it. You set it up, and then it automatically changes that based on what your blog and stuff says. So yeah, that is the RSS feed campaign. So let me know if you have any questions. I will be in Chico this weekend, and then I will be around maybe. So anyways, okay, bye.